Hello， 阿弥陀佛，大家好。阿弥陀佛，大家好，请大家要保持肃静哦。我们同修的时间是在8点钟进行。那我相信大家每一位西雅图的北美弟子也知道，今天是我们师尊在西雅图最后的一个同修。如果大家还没有找位置坐好的同门，请你们找位置坐好，保持肃静。等师尊师母莅临时，我们齐声问候师尊好、师母好以及大家好。
Check。
你可以给我黄色的，我给你圆的哈，我拿这个就好。好。对不起。
那是我制止的位置是在哪？
是在那边，就是那个大庆那边。对，大庆那个就是大庆那边，就是尾头那个有麦克风，你可以拿起来的。什么纸啊？什么纸啊？我这里没有哎。很多贵宾名单呢。 还有，我想问一下，今天晚上有新皈依的同门吗？哦，有哦，好好，知道了，好，有，但是现在时间来不及了。我现在才看了上一次那个，真的有。哎呀，你为什么？对呀，2个人进来啦。刚刚你可以问一下我啊，问一下我就可以。我们一起问候，师尊好，师母好，大家好。 请大家起立恭敬合掌。恭请圣尊升法王座。
We're welcoming our lineage Guru, our beloved Grandmaster, His Holiness Living Buddha Dienshan, to enter into the Homa Hall.
今晚是师尊去台湾弘法前的最后一次的同修。我想西雅图的弟子们现在的心情，就像最近灰蒙蒙的天空一样，伴着无尽的雨丝，对师尊师母的不舍，想念师尊师母。但是呢，现在我们依照往常的惯例，请第一次来或很久没有来参加同修的同门，
According to the custom at the temple here, we're inviting any of you who's not been here for a very long time to please stand up and introduce yourself. Please say your name and where you came from. My husband and wife, and we came from Hong Kong. From Taiwan, Taichung, Taiwan, Xianghua Lizang Temple. It is our honor to be here at the Seattle Lizang Temple. And with our most sincere heart, we would like to welcome His Holiness back in Taiwan.
师尊、师母、各位上师、各位法师、各位助教、各位师兄师姐，大家晚安，大家好。
And Grandmaster Simu,
我是台湾
Masters
金
Reference
吉雷
and
藏
fellow
寺连来，
I came from Taiwan, Jinji Lizang Temple.
过来活佛面见师尊，亲信师尊，向师尊致上12万分无尽的感恩。
And would like to offer my deepest and greatest gratitude to Grandmaster
这一次李燕师姐在印尼
that my wife was sick in Indonesia until she left the world. And during this time, through the kindness and compassion of Grandmaster and Simu, has helped her until she has gone to the better world. And this time, my son and I are here to offer our utmost gratitude to His Holiness.
我要向我们西雅图雷藏寺所有的上师、法师、上上下下的所有同门，以及十方各寺堂同修会所有的同门，
Also would like to
对师姐的爱戴，对他
offer
这段
our
时间来的
gratitude.
对他无尽的祝福。那么在这边，同时我向代表我的合家，
And also for the kindness and help and support that's been given by all fellow disciples as well.
那这次还有一个任务，就是一起迎接师尊师母回台湾。
And at the same time, I would also like to join the group who is inviting Grandmaster and Simu back to Taiwan.
身体健康，万事如意， 一切
And I
吉
wish
祥
all
平安。
fellow Dharma
谢谢
members
大家。
great health
好，谢谢。
and good wishes.
好，龙边还有要自我介绍的吗？请站起来哦。如果没有的话，虎边这边有要自我介绍的吗？请站起来，
Anybody
将麦克风
else?
传给他。
尊敬的师尊师母，在座的上师、法师、助教，所有的师姐师兄，大家晚
Grandmaster
上好。
and all the fellow participants here.
我想今天这个时候，是我一生当中最重要的，也是最神圣的时刻，也
This
是
is the
我很
most
荣耀的时
important
刻。
moment of
因
my
为我
life.
在上海的时候，当然顺便介绍一下，我是上海人，我来自中国上海。我在上海的时候呢，很凑巧的跟我一个老同学、老朋友一起说起我对佛法的向往。然后他说，正好在这
I
个
was
时候，
talking to
我们
my
西雅图
friend
有这样一个盛会，
about
那我在安排了这
my
个时间之后
desire
专程。
to
从
follow
纽约飞
Buddhism.
到了西雅图，来皈依我们尊敬的师
So I
尊。
especially come here from New York to take refuge in our
谢
revered
谢。希望通过这个皈依，能够让我内心更加纯净、更加善良、更加真诚，同时也可以跟着师尊的引领，走向更好的未来。再一次感谢大家，再一次拜托大家，谢谢。
恭喜你皈依生活大家庭。好，我们虎边这边还有要自我介绍的吗？请站起来哦。有吗？
Anybody else would like to
所以请站起来，因为
introduce
时间的
yourself?
关系。没有。好，也让我们以热烈的掌声欢迎世界各地的众上师、教
Now
授
let's
师、法
applaud
师、讲师、
to
助教、贵
welcome
宾
all
我们善心
participating
大德来
masters,
参加
reference,
同
and
修。
fellow disciples from all over the world.
同修南无莲华生大士本尊法开始，拍掌弹指，观想真佛宗传承。南无
The
大
wake-up
日
call
如来，
visualize
南
True
无佛
Buddha
念佛
lineage,
母，
Namo
南
Vairukana
无莲
Buddha,
花
Namo
童
Buddha
子，
Lucana,
南
Namo
无莲
Padma
生活
Kumara,
佛，
Namo
观想
Living
世
Buddha
尊
Lian
已
Shan.
主
Visualize
反光
Grandmaster
加
and all
持，
Buddhas,
持
Bodhisattvas
掌
radiating
心
light to
咒
bless
7遍
us. Recite the
，Om Guru
Guru
莲
mantra
生
7
Siddhi Hom
times.
Om Guru 莲生 Siddhi Hom 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 Om Guru 莲生 Siddhi Hom。念清净咒及安土地真言。Om 修利修利摩诃修利修修利娑哈。Om 修多利修多利修摩利修摩利娑哈。Om 瓦扎拉丹呵呵吽。南无萨曼多摩多兰 Om 嘟噜嘟噜德维娑哈。念招请咒。Om 啊吽娑哈。Om 啊吽娑哈。Om 啊吽娑哈。众弟子一心奉
We
请。
sincerely
南无宏
invoke
观圣冕
the
金
Holy
刚
Red
上
Crown
师
Raja
莲
Master,
生
His
活
Holiness
佛。
Living
南
Buddha
无
Lian
宏
Shan.
观圣冕
The
金
Holy
刚
Red
上
Crown
师
Raja
莲
Master,
生
His
活
Holiness
佛。
Living
南
Buddha
无
Lian
宏
Shan.
观圣
The
冕
Holy
金刚上师莲生活
Holy
佛
Red。Crown
南
Raja
无
Master,
中
His
央
Holiness
毗卢
Living
遮
Buddha
那
Lian
佛
Shan. Namo
南无
Vairukana
东
Sen
方阿处
Buddha at the
佛
center.
南
Namo
无
Shilpa
西
Buddha
方
to
阿
the east.
弥
Namo
陀
Amitabha
佛
Buddha
南
to
无
the
南
west.
方
Namo
宝生
Padmasambhava
佛
Buddha to the
南无
south.
北方
Namo
空
Amoga
成
Siddhi
就
Buddha
佛
to the north.
南无本师释
Namo
迦牟
Sakyamuni
尼佛
Buddha.
南无药师佛
Namo
南无
Medicine
菩提
Buddha.
瑶池
Namo
金木
Golden
大
Marker
天
of the
尊
Primordial
南无
Japan.
地藏
Namo
王菩萨
Siddhigarbha
南无莲
Bodhisattva.
花童子
Namo Padma
南无观
Kumara.
世音
Namo
菩
Guanyin
萨南无
Bodhisattva.
文殊
Namo
师利
Manjushri
菩萨
Bodhisattva.
南无弥勒
Namo
菩
Maitreya
萨南无
Bodhisattva.
金刚萨
Namo
埵
Vajrasattva.
南无莲华
Namo
生
Guru
大士
Padmasambhava.
南无准
Namo
提佛母
Mahajundi
金
Buddha
刚护
Mother,
法
all
空
Herukas,
行诸
Dhammapas,
天神
Dachins,
咒
and
十
divinities,
方三
all
世一
Buddhas of
切
the
佛
three times
一
in the
切
ten
菩萨
directions,
摩
all
诃萨
Bodhisattvas and
南无
Mahasattvas,
摩诃
Namo
婆耶波
Mahaprajna
罗蜜多。
Paramita.
做观想大礼拜，100根本传承
Great
上
homage
师
using
佛
visualization for Student Guru and all Buddhas.
观想顶礼，
Visualize for
天心
prostration,
散念
release the
二
mudra.
拜诸菩
Second,
萨
all bodhisattvas.
啊吽
Visualize full prostration, Lilisa Mudra. Third, to all Herukas and Dharma protectors. Visualize full prostration, Lilisa Mudra. Fourth Thapa. Create mandala offering. Form the offering mudra and visualize the transformations of the offerings to become innumerable to fill the whole space. Make the offering above to the lineage root Guru, all the lineage Gurus, the main deity of the group practice today, Guru Padmasambhava, all Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, in the middle to all heavenly beings and divinities, and below to all sentient beings. Recite the offering verse and mantra. One Meru, four continents, sun and moon, transform into precious offerings for the Buddhas. May these wondrous treasures and merits build our karma to all of our civilization. For refuge, visualize our lineage Guru, all the lineage Gurus, Buddha jewel, Dharma jewel, and Sangha jewel to form great white light to empower us. Recite the mantra. Namo Gurupe, Namo Buddhaye, Namo Dhammaye, Namo Sankhyaye. Namo Gurupe, Namo Buddhaye, Namo Dhammaye, Namo Sankhyaye. Namo Gurupe, Namo Buddhaye, Namo Dhammaye, Namo Sankhyaye. Dharma protection. Recite the Japanese mantra 7 times. Recite
高王观世音真经，观世音菩萨，南无佛，南无法，南无僧。佛国有缘，佛法相应，常乐我净，有缘佛法。南无摩诃般若波罗蜜是大神咒，南无摩诃般若波罗蜜是大明咒，南无摩诃般若波罗蜜是无上咒，南无摩诃般若波罗蜜是无等等咒，南无净光密密佛，法藏佛，狮子吼神诸幽王佛，佛告须弥灯王佛，法护佛，金刚掌狮子游戏佛，报身佛，神通佛，药师琉璃光王佛，普光功德山王佛，善住功德宝王佛，过去七佛，未来现劫千佛，1500佛，万无千佛，500花生佛，100亿金刚掌佛，印光佛，六方六佛名号，东方宝光月殿月妙尊音王佛，南方树根花王佛，西方照晚神通焰花王佛，北方月殿清净佛，上方无数精进保守佛，下方上济月音王佛，无量诸佛，多宝佛，释迦牟尼佛，弥勒佛，阿处佛，弥陀佛，中央一切众生，在佛世界中者，行住于地上，即在虚空中，此由于一切众生，各令安稳休息，昼夜修持，心常求诵此经，能灭生死苦，消除诸毒害。南无大明观世音，光明观世音，高明观世音，开明观世音，药王菩萨，药上菩萨，文殊师利菩萨，普贤菩萨，虚空藏菩萨，地藏王菩萨，清凉宝山一万菩萨，普光王如来化身菩萨，念念诵此经，七佛世尊即说咒曰：尼婆尼婆地，求呵求呵地，陀罗尼地，尼诃那地，毗尼尼地，摩诃迦地，真灵前地，娑哈。尼婆尼婆地，求呵求呵地，陀罗尼地，尼诃那地，毗尼尼地，摩诃迦地，真灵前地，娑哈。尼婆尼婆地，求呵求呵地，陀罗尼地，尼诃那地。毗尼尼地，摩诃迦地，真灵前地，娑哈。尼婆尼婆地，求呵求呵地，陀罗尼地，尼诃那地。 比尼尼地摩诃迦地真灵称地苏哈尼婆尼婆地求诃求诃地陀罗尼地尼诃那地比尼尼地摩诃迦地真灵称地苏哈尼婆尼婆地求诃求诃地陀罗尼地尼诃那地比尼尼地摩诃迦地真灵称地苏哈尼婆尼婆地求诃求诃地陀罗尼地尼诃那地比尼尼地摩诃迦地真灵称地苏哈。共念7遍往生咒。南无阿弥陀佛耶，多他伽多耶，多地亚他，阿弥尼多波比，阿弥尼多舍旦波比，阿弥尼多比迦南地，阿弥尼多比迦南多，迦尼尼迦迦那，จิต多迦尼娑哈，南无阿弥陀佛耶，多他伽多耶，多地亚他，阿弥尼多波比，阿弥尼多舍旦波比，阿弥尼多比迦南地，阿弥尼多比迦南多，迦尼尼迦迦那，จิต多迦尼娑哈，南无阿弥陀佛耶，多他伽多耶，多地亚他，阿弥尼多波比，阿弥尼多舍旦波比，阿弥尼多比迦南地，阿弥尼多比迦南多，迦尼尼迦迦那，จิต多迦尼娑哈，南无阿弥陀佛耶，多他伽多耶，多地亚他，阿弥尼多波比，阿弥尼多舍旦波比。阿弥尼多比迦南地，阿弥尼多比迦南多，迦尼尼迦迦那，จิต多迦尼娑哈，南无阿弥陀佛耶，多他伽多耶，多地亚他，阿弥尼多波比，阿弥尼多舍旦波比，阿弥尼多比迦南地，阿弥尼多比迦南多，迦尼尼迦迦那，จิต多迦尼娑哈，南无阿弥陀佛耶，多他伽多耶，多地亚他。阿弥尼多波比，阿弥尼多舍旦波比，阿弥尼多比迦南地，阿弥尼多比迦南多，迦尼尼迦迦那，จิต多迦尼娑哈，南无阿弥陀佛耶，多他伽多耶，多地亚他，阿弥尼多波比，阿弥尼多舍旦波比，阿弥尼多比迦南地，阿弥尼多比迦南多，迦尼尼迦迦那，จิต多迦尼娑哈。受戒根本传承上师手印，观想
the
根本
lineage
传
of
承
Guru
上师
Mudra
三光
and
加
visualize the
倍。
empowerment of the 3 lights by the root Guru.
根本传承上师心咒
Recite the root Guru
108遍，
mantra
先做
108
主观
times. First perform mala visualization.
持咒 Om Guru 莲生悉地 Hum 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 Om Guru Điển Sân Siddhi Hum. 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 受结莲华生大士
Form
金
Guru
刚印，
Padmasambhava Vajra Mudra.
先观空，
First
念观空
visualize
咒。
the
Om
emptiness
Sobhava
and recite the
Sutta
mantra.
Sarva Dharma Sobhava Sutto Hang. Om Sobhava Sutta Sarva Dharma Sobhava Sutto Hang. Om Sobhava Sutta Sarva Dharma Sobhava Sutto Hang. 观想一个蓝色的月轮，从
Visualize a
红
blue
色
moon
和三莲华光月亮宫
arising
处，显
from the
现在
lotus
虚
light
空中。
palace at the copper-colored mountain of Guru
月轮
Padmasambhava.
中有一个
At
红
the
色的
center
种
of the
子
moon
字
is
写
a
字
red
大
syllable
粉红
xie
色光，
radiating light pink light.
观想写字旋
The
转，
seed
化
syllable
为
xie
莲华生大
evolves
士
to become
戴
Guru
宝冠，
Padmasambhava.
身粉
He's
红
wearing
色，
treasure
右
crown,
手
his
持
body is
金
light
刚
pink,
杵，
his
左
right
腕
hand is
夹着
holding a
三
Vajra
叉杖，
scepter,
其
and
左手
his
托
left
黑
hand
奶
is
袋，
holding
盖
a
中圣
kapala
体
filled with
甘露，
ambrosia,
辅
and
坐
his
于莲
left
华叶轮
wrist
之上。
clutching on a kachanka. He is seated on a lotus mundus in space.
行者观想自己天心反照
Visualize
红光，
white lights
喉轮
emitted
反
by
照
your
红
brow
光，
point, red
经
light
轮反
emitted
照
by
蓝
your
光，
throat,
三
and
光
blue
是
light
红色
emitted
和
by
三
your
莲华
heart.
光月
The
亮
three
宫处，
lights reach
招
the
体
lotus
无
light
尽
palace to
莲华
invoke
生
Guru
大士。
Padmasambhava of Uddiyana.
观想莲华生大
Visualize
士
Guru
全身
Padmasambhava
放射
emits
百宝光明，
voluminous
百
light
宝
from
光
his
明
whole
及甘
body,
露水成
and
红
this
形
abundant
召
light
唤
and
行者，
ambrosia form
将
an
行者
arch
一切
and
罪
shine
孽、
upon
病苦、
us.
魔障，悉
All
消除
karma,
的光明大
sufferings,
自在。
sicknesses, demonic obstructions are completely eradicated, and we gain clear light and mastery.
持莲华生大士心咒
Recite Guru
108遍。
Padmasambhava Heart Mantra 108 times.
持咒 Om Ahom Beta Guru Pema Siddhi Hom Se 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 Om Ahum Peta Guru Pema Siddhi Hum 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 Se 做9节佛风，入
Perform 9
三摩
cycle
地。
Buddha breathing, enter into Samadhi.
加持八大本尊心咒及念佛。
We said that mantras of the eight principal deities and include Buddha.
嗡本南无林陀林娑哈，嗡哈哈哈为什么耶娑哈，嗡这里这里准提娑哈，嗡真巴拉查伦查拉耶娑哈，嗡阿吽贝扎咕噜贝玛西迪吽塞，嗡阿吽咕噜贝阿呵萨萨玛哈连生西迪吽。 Đề tha Om Bekhaziya Bekhaziya Maha Bekhaziya La Cha Sa Mo Kya Đề Leya Soha Nam Mô 36万亿11万9500同名同号阿弥陀佛。南无36万亿11万9500同名同号阿弥陀佛。南无36万亿11万9500同名同号阿弥陀佛。 恭念大救难咒21遍咒。他吃萨萨拉他吃鲁罗尼玛哈鲁罗尼阿拉摩拉多拉梭哈。他吃萨萨拉他吃鲁罗尼玛哈鲁罗尼阿拉摩拉多拉梭哈。他吃萨萨拉他吃鲁罗尼玛哈鲁罗尼阿拉摩拉多拉梭哈。他吃萨萨拉他吃鲁罗尼玛哈鲁罗尼。 阿拉摩拉多拉梭哈，他吃萨萨拉，他吃鲁罗尼，玛哈鲁罗尼，阿拉摩拉多拉梭哈，他吃萨萨拉，他吃鲁罗尼，玛哈鲁罗尼，阿拉摩拉多拉梭哈，他吃萨萨拉，他吃鲁罗尼，玛哈鲁罗尼，阿拉摩拉多拉梭哈，他吃萨萨拉，他吃鲁罗尼。 玛哈鲁罗尼阿拉摩拉多拉梭哈，他吃萨萨拉，他吃鲁罗尼，玛哈鲁罗尼阿拉摩拉多拉梭哈，他吃萨萨拉，他吃鲁罗尼，玛哈鲁罗尼阿拉摩拉多拉梭哈，他吃萨萨拉，他吃鲁罗尼，玛哈鲁罗尼阿拉摩拉多拉梭哈，他吃萨萨拉，他吃鲁罗尼。 玛哈鲁罗尼阿拉摩拉多拉梭哈，他吃萨萨拉，他吃鲁罗尼，玛哈鲁罗尼阿拉摩拉多拉梭哈，他吃萨萨拉，他吃鲁罗尼，玛哈鲁罗尼阿拉摩拉多拉梭哈，他吃萨萨拉，他吃鲁罗尼，玛哈鲁罗尼阿拉摩拉多拉梭哈，他吃萨萨拉，他吃鲁罗尼。 玛哈鲁罗尼阿拉摩拉多拉梭哈，他吃萨萨拉，他吃鲁罗尼，玛哈鲁罗尼阿拉摩拉多拉梭哈，他吃萨萨拉，他吃鲁罗尼，玛哈鲁罗尼阿拉摩拉多拉梭哈，他吃萨萨拉，他吃鲁罗尼，玛哈鲁罗尼阿拉摩拉多拉梭哈，他吃萨萨拉。 他吃鲁罗尼玛哈鲁罗尼阿拉摩拉多拉梭哈，他吃萨萨拉，他吃鲁罗尼玛哈鲁罗尼阿拉摩拉多拉梭哈，他吃萨萨拉，他吃鲁罗尼玛哈鲁罗尼阿拉摩拉多拉梭哈。回向。 愿同念佛者，同生极乐国，上报四重恩，下济三途苦。见佛了生死，如佛度一切。请大家纪念，请佛注释祈愿文。具得妙善圣尊密力足，十方世界佛刹成住佛。大悲有情海会众菩萨，护教金刚风行贤义，世间分。
Dhammapas and Dakinis, protectors of Dharma. The nights are long, the three poisons are proliferating. My body and soul are stricken, tumbling in the mystery of perpetual rebirth. With great compassion, His Holiness came visible to salvage the deluded ones. Henceforth, the three treasures, eminent wondrous light, to provide refuge for all. All fortunate beings, human and those in heavens, rely on His Vajra body for the bestowal of teachings, laws, precepts, empowerments, and attainments. We disciples of Buddha plead that you stay in the Sahara to return to Dharma wheel, to benefit and give happiness to multitudes of sentient beings. We dedicate the merit of this good practice to our venerable Guru. May he stay healthy, continually stay in the Sahara with grace of mastery to turn the Dharma wheel, inviting His Holiness to perform the overall merit dedication. Om Guru Rinpoche. Wholeheartedly, we pray to the Guru Rinpoche to bless all participants. Wholeheartedly, we pray to Guru Rinpoche to bless the Bardo spirits and guide them to be reborn into the pure Buddha lands. Please bless the participants and bestow great health. All goes according to their wishes, and all calamities transform into auspiciousness, and may they stay strongly committed in their spiritual cultivation. We pray to Guru Padmasambhava to radiate the numerous precious light and bless all participants so that their karma is eradicated, the karmic sicknesses is alleviated. May they enhance their good fortune and wisdom. May they live in harmony with love and respect and gain boundless radiance. Wholeheartedly, we pray to Guru Padmasambhava to bless all participants so that they have attainments in their spiritual cultivation, and may they have improved fruitions. Wholeheartedly, we pay homage to Guru Padmasambhava, and we pray that you bless us so that we have attainments in our spiritual cultivation. And please bless us so that we are diligent and have so that we have attainments in our diligence, we have attainments in our meditation, we have attainments in our meditative stability. O gods of the heaven, gods of the earth, may we be far from all calamities, may all calamities abandon us, let all disasters turn into dust. And may all of our prayers be granted in perfection. May all enemies and enmities disperse. It's 107
Samaya Manupanaya Pizza Sato Tenupadicha Jetso Mepawa Suto Kayu Mepawa Sopo Kayu Mepawa Anorato Mepawa Sawa Siti Mepurayasa Sawa Kama Sutsame Chitamu Shiriran Guru Hom Ha 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 Bhagavan Sawa Tathagata Pezamami Mancha Pezapawa Mahasamaya สัตโตอาหมเพอมเปจสัตโตสัมมยามนุปานายาเปจสัตโตเตโนปาติชาเจโจเมปาวะสุตโตคายเมปาวะสุปโปคายเมปาวะอนุรัตโตเมปาวะสาวะสิติเมปุรายาชาสาวะกามสุทธาเมจิตตามุสิริรันกุโรหมha ha 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 bhagavan sawa tathagata pecamami mancha pecapava maha samaya sato ahom pe om peca sato samaya manupanaya peca sato tenopaticha ceco me pawa suto kayu me pawa sopo kayu me pawa anurato me pawa sawa siddhi me budaya cha sawa kama sutha me cittamu siriran guruhum ha 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 bhagavan sawa tathagata pecamami mancha pecapava maha samaya sato ahom pe 做观想大礼拜，礼拜根本纯成上师及诸佛。
To root Guru and all Buddhas.
观想顶礼，
Visualize for prostration. Release the mudra. Second, all Bodhisattvas. Visualize for prostration. Release the mudra. Third, all Herukas and Dharma protectors. Visualize for prostration. Release the mudra. Fourth, hand bow.
念圆满咒
Recite completion mantra.
Om Brim, Om Brim, Om Mani Padme Hum。 首先，让我们以热烈的掌声感谢根本传承上师加持同修圆满吉祥。
It's our gratitude
现在我
to
们
His
有
Holiness for
迎
presiding
请
over
师尊
this good
师母回
practice.
台湾弘法的仪式。现在请台湾
And
地区
now
代
we
表
have a short
由中
ritual
国真佛
for
宗义教
inviting
总会
Grandmaster and
理
Simu
事长莲
to
欧上
go to
师、
Taiwan for Dharma
台湾礼藏寺
propagation.
代理住持
And we
莲
would
泽
like to
上师、
invite
副
representatives
住持莲
from
斋上
Taiwan
师、
representing
皇帝
the
雷藏
Taiwan
寺春莲教
Tantric
授
Buddhist
师、
Association
星级雷藏寺住持
President
莲来
Master
讲
Lien
师
O
以及台
from
湾
Taiwan
地区的
Lizang
同门
Temple,
请
the
出列。
Vice Abbot, the Abbot Master Lien Tze, the Vice Abbot Master Lien Zai, from the Emperor Huangdi Lizang Temple, Dharma Educator Chun Lien, and from Jinji Lizang Temple, the Dharma Lecturer Lien Lai.
平等一起手，敬献哈达以表最崇高敬
The
意。
offering of Hatha as a symbol of the highest honor.
“现在我们有请台湾地区代表中国真佛宗密教总会理事长
And
莲
we
欧上师
would
致辞
also。like to invite some fellow disciples from Taiwan. The president of the True Buddha Tantrayana Buddhist Association of Taiwan, Master Lien O.
先请大家恭敬合掌。
Now let's join our palms together with reverence and pay homage to the lineage of the Guru and the three jewels of the altar. Grandmaster, Simo, and all Dharma Master's reference and Dharma brothers and sisters, good evening. And we are inviting Grandmaster and Simo to return to Taiwan to spread Buddha Dharma there. Although we are really pleased to invite Grandmaster and Simo to return to Taiwan, but we cannot express it, especially here in Seattle, because otherwise we would be bullied. But I would like to offer our gratitude to the abbot of the Seattle Lechang Temple. To offer room and board and also to pick us up from the airport. And at the time when the flowers blossom and we don't know which flower, then we will send Grandmaster and Simo back here. 2 years ago, it was the spring flowers, and then I changed them into the phoenix flowers. And then next year, until everybody has money to spend, which in Chinese also means flower. And that would be the best time for Grandmaster and Simo to return to Seattle. Thank you. Wish you great health and attainments in your spiritual cultivation and all mastery.
非常感谢众上师、教授师、讲师同门，我们都是一家人，彼此照顾是应该的。只要师尊师母吉祥如意，一切平安就好啦。
We are one family. We should take care of each other. As long as Grandmaster and Simo are well, we are fine.
西雅图雷藏寺副住持连结上师代表西雅图弟子
Now we would like to invite the Vice Abbot of Seattle Lechang Temple, Master Lian Jie, to express the voices of our hearts, of the disciples in America. I apologize, there's some noise issue here. Grandmaster, Simo, and all Dharma propagators, fellow disciples, and everyone over the internet, how do you do? Good evening. In our ordinary lives, we are so lucky to have Grandmaster brighten our days so that we can have such a wonderful life. Thank you, Grandmaster and Simo, for giving us such a wonderful summer of a score of 100 out of 100. the memories on those summer days of Simu's beloved images moving about in her business, and especially in her line dances. The memories on those summer days of Grandmaster's salvation and deliverance in helping sentient suffering beings. His tremendous compassion and majestic prowess, and also his divine movements as he performed the remarkable Shaolin staff, left a memorable impression in our hearts. It is time again to say goodbye, as you will leave for Taiwan soon. In our heavy hearts, we collect memories from time past. We promise that when we see your bags moving away from us at the airport, we will lift up our chins so tears won't fall, and we will smile and stand tall. Your disciples in Seattle have now been accustomed to waiting and waiting, but we look at the same sky and stand on the same earth. As long as we have you on our minds, waiting will soon end. Let's all quietly slip our longings into Grandmaster's and Simu's luggages, and we send them off with our very best wishes. Falling foliage hits our hearts heavy, accompanying the late autumn frosts are our heartfelt goodbyes. After thousands of miles, we must say, please come back soon, swift like an arrow. People are gone, halls are quiet. What is left is the aching longing, yearning for the winter to give way to spring breeze. When all the blossoms fill the branches, come back soon, we'll be together again. Guru and disciples forever happy. Let's show our utmost gratitude to Grandmaster and Simu. Please come back soon. We will miss you. Thank you, Master Lianjie, who expressed our heartfelt feelings to Grandmaster and Simu. Now let's join our palms together, and with great reverence, we're inviting our lineage Guru to bestow Buddha Dharma teaching. Homage to the lineage Gurus, to the Venerable Mang Liao Ming. Homage to Master Sakya Zengpo. Homage to the 16 Dharma King Karmapa. And homage to Master Thupten Dorji. And homage to the 3 jewels of the altar. Homage to the main deity of the group practice today, Guru Padmasambhava. Simu, all Dharma masters, Dharma educators, Dharma teachers, Dharma lecturers, Dharma assistants, temple directors, and all disciples present here and over the internet, and our participating VIPs today are from Taiwan's Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Secretary General Daniel Liao's wife, Dharma Sister Judy, accountant to the True Buddha Foundation, Dharma Sister Teresa, Law Advisor to the True Buddha Foundation, Dharma Sister Jennifer Zhou, from CTI TV Taiwan, producers for the Geni Diansang Shinten, Dharma Sister Rebecca Xiaqi, Dr. Ryan Zhuang, Dr. Su Lin, former director of the Overseas Credit Guarantees Fund's wife, Dharma Sister Vivian said, Dharma brother Gao Minglu, and from California, two great ladies from California, and Dr. Mei Huang from California, and from the Sunny Line Dance Group, Dharma Sister Lin Yishen, Dharma Sister Cai Mei Yue, and Dharma Assistant Liu Li Juan, and Dharma Brother Liang Yanrong, and from Hong Kong, Dharma Brother Zheng Tiqun and his wife. Good evening, everyone. How do you do? Today, after hearing the speech given by two masters, one representing Seattle Lizang Temple and the other one representing Taiwan Lizang Temple. Actually, there's no need to say it that way. From Taiwan to Seattle is only with a night's sleep, and when you open your eyes, you already arrive. It's not so far. When you get on the plane, you have some sleep, and when you open your eyes, you get to Taiwan, and the same coming back from Taiwan to Seattle. It's very easy. Nowadays, the distance is shortened. Although we have jet lag, but everything is still fine. If you want to come to Taiwan, getting on the plane, you'll get the same thing. If you want to come to Seattle, just get on the plane and you'll be there. So there's no need to have the longings and the yearning and then looking at the sky, but the tears don't fall. It's not so bad. Let's just take it easy. Maybe, who knows, when Simu misses Seattle, maybe we'll come back for a short time. Yeah. Because we have to be fair to both of our grandchildren. Our granddaughter, her birthday is September 11, 911. And every time we would be in Seattle. But for our grandson, his birthday is April 23rd. And every time we are in Taiwan. So we are always here celebrating our granddaughter's birthday, and she's really happy. But our grandson's birthday, he only has like a small sponge cake with one candle. Only the family celebrating his birthday. We are not here. So our grandson always felt that's all for him. So that's not fair. So Sumu thought sometimes maybe we should fly back and celebrating our grandson's birthday. We'll take the flight on Saturday night after the Homa ceremony at the Taiwan Lijiang Temple. And then on Friday night, we'll go back to Taiwan and nobody would be aware of it. Then there wouldn't be any problem. So today we practice Guru Padmasambhava's Dharma. As all of us know, Guru Padmasambhava is a manifestation of Amitabha Buddha, Sakyamuni Buddha, and Kuan Yin, Lokeswara Bodhisattvas. So the union of the Amitabha Buddha, Sakyamuni Buddha, and Kuan Yin Bodhisattva. So the union of these three bodies. And he was born out of a lotus. That's why he's called the lotus-born. The guru that's born out of lotus, and he's also called the ocean-born Vajra, because he was born on a great lotus on a lake. So he has no father and no mother, so he's a truly lotus-born, lotus youth. And there are a lot of biography about him. And once he was invited by Santarakshita and the king Trizong Tejin to go to Tibet to promulgate the Buddha Dharma for 50 years. There are a lot of legends or stories about Guru Padmasambhava, and he's a truly great lotus youth. Now let's continue to talk about the Great Perfection Dharma. Actually, this book, The Great Perfection Dharma of Tantrayana, most of the book is about the Buddha Dharma transmitted by Guru Padmasambhava. In the world, in the human world, the first guru who obtained the Great Perfection Dharma lineage is Prahevajra, and the second being is Manjusri Mitra, and the third person is Sri Singha, and the fourth was Guru Padmasambhava. The fifth was King Trizong Tejin and Ishijoka, his consort. So Guru Padmasambhava instructed me. The Great Perfection, it is not difficult to prove that the bright eastern star that Prince Siddhartha saw was his own self-nature, because prior to his seeing this star, Prince Siddhartha, in his practice of the Great Perfection Dharma, had first given rise to the generation of the I, wisdom and consciousness. So he generated his wisdom I, the wisdom, and the thoughts or consciousness. From this, he gave rise to the generation of clarity, light, and wisdom. So clear light, light and wisdom. Prince Siddhartha embodied the mind of meditative stability, pure mind, untainted mind, untroubled mind, and gentle mind. So these several kinds of mind appeared. So Prince Siddhartha referred to Sakyamuni Buddha. So first, he had the meditative ability, stability, the mind of meditative stability. Second, the pure mind. Third, the untainted mind. And then the untroubled mind and the gentle mind. Due to his embodiment of the meditation on extinction of the mind, which was so pure, so free from taints and contaminations, so untroubled, so gentle, he came to know about ignorance as it really was, how ignorance accumulated and how ignorance disappeared. Upon the disappearance of ignorance, one attains siddhi, and hence the divine star appears. So this is the instruction of Guru Padmasambhava. First, it's the meditative mind. Actually, meditative stability is very difficult because almost everyone's heart or mind is unstable. So you need to have the meditative power in order for the mind to stay stable. In the past, Dipamkara Buddha was also called the meditative light Buddha. Only when you have meditative stability, you would generate light and wisdom. Most ordinary people don't have this meditative stability or meditation power. A Dharma sister once said, a monk should be able to resist temptation, and a nun should be able to endure loneliness. So that's called meditative stability. Without the meditative power, even if you have entered into monastic life, it's easy to return to the home life. Look at the fame, wealth, sleep, food, and also sex. They're all temptations. So for a nun, they have to be able to endure boredom and loneliness. And the monk should be able to resist temptations in order to be able to stay ordained. Otherwise, they're only halfway in their ordination. Let me share a joke. The mom asked her son, "How was your date for your prospect of marriage?" It's about half-half. How come? I went, but she didn't. So that's half. So if you don't have meditative stability in your ordination, then that's only halfway. You're only half renunciate, but the other half is a left home or a laity. stay home. So to have the mind in meditative stability is not easy. So there are many young nuns. The nuns are usually aged because they know that they are older and uglier, so they have no problem. So, but we cannot say that the nuns are older and uglier. But the other day, when they put on makeup, they're all beautiful. But in order for the mind to be stable, they need to have great mastery in their spiritual cultivation. They need to see through everything about life, about fame, wealth, food, sleep, and sensual pleasures. Some people don't want to shift their hair and they become ordained. They don't want to, because they're still attached to the beauty of their hair, at least. When Grandmaster wears a wig, then I would be 20 years younger. But it's still better to shave my head. This meditative stability is very difficult. There are many people who left True Buddha school, whether they are renunciates or laities, whether they are masters or referents. They left not because the Dharma was not good, but they left because of interpersonal issues. Maybe they felt that they were underappreciated or that they were discriminated against. So they left because they were disliked by other people. It's nothing to do with the Dharma. However, the most difficult thing to handle in the world is the interpersonal issues. And when there are people, there would be talks and words. There are rumors and gossips. And when you couldn't stand that, when they couldn't stand that, they laugh. So it's not that we have bad Dharma here, but it's because of interpersonal issues. It's the same with any group. If you don't get along with the people in that group, then you would distance yourself from them. So whenever there are people, then there would be people talks and rumors. Like in Seattle, there are so many gossips. There's some really hard to believe gossips, things that didn't happen were still talked about. So sometimes When I see a disciple, I would say, oh, you're also a gossiper. Everybody gossips. When they spread it around, it's not that good. And there's tons of gossips about Grandmaster. You know, in Seattle, the temple is small, but the gossips are all around. But at the Taiwan Lichang Temple, I don't hear any. Because over there, I only perform the Homa ceremony on Saturdays. I've never heard about gossips there. But here, I live 7 days a week together with everybody. Although there are not that many people, but if you say something rather different, Grandmaster is very conscientious. So, appropriate, like proper. Grandmaster is proper and appropriate within the line. So that's meditative stability. Because human life is just like a game, a play. So we are like playing roles in the play. Why do we have so many gossips? And we don't have that many people. Because we get along. Because we're together for a long time. So the words, the gossips become more. So between people, but I take it very lightly. You say what you want, I do what I do. So whatever you say, maybe some things are based on the truth, but most of them are just fabricated. Maybe, you know, it's like it's a fabrication or imagination. So those are just gossips and rumors. As long as you have the meditative stability, it doesn't matter what people say. But if you don't have the meditative stability, you would find that this place is inappropriate to live. It is really cold, and there's still lots of words going around, even with so few people around. But it's okay even if I hear that over there there are no rumors or gossips. So it's fine that sometimes we just get into the gossip sometimes. It's less in Taiwan but more here. Sometimes changing the environment is good. You know, the air in Taiwan is bad, but the air in Seattle is really nice, cool and fresh, very comfortable, and we don't have pollution, air pollution in Seattle. But in Taiwan, it's really bad. I hope Buddhas and Bodhisattvas protect us so that we don't get polluted by the air. So I hope that the air in Taiwan would be cleared and become cooler too. So it's really difficult to talk about this meditative stability or the power of meditation. Let me share a joke. A host accompanied a guest to tour the house. And the guest said, "Oh, does the house leak often?" And the host said, no, it only leaks when it rains. The physics teacher asked the students, "What's the difference between lightning and electricity?" And the student replied, "The lightning is free, but electricity, you have to pay the bill." So that's half-half. We know that when your house leaks, it would affect your meditation power. But a student of Confucius, Yan Hui, has a very strong meditative stability. It rained hard outside and it rained less inside his house, but he continued playing the sitar even when it leaks in his house. It doesn't affect his mind or heart. Grandmaster has so much gossips about him, but it does not affect his commitment in the spiritual cultivation. Just laugh it off. And I just say, how could it be? It doesn't exist at all. It's not like that at all. But it's already spread around. It's not like that, but how could you clarify it? How could you explain it? Then maybe it is best not to mention it. You know, Grandmaster's defamation is incredible. It's continually waves after waves. See? But look, I'm seated on the Dharma throne and I am still talking and laughing, and I'm not influenced at all. I'm not affected at all. That's meditative power. It's very simple. Once you are enlightened to the ultimate truth of the universe, then you would have meditative power. Prior to that understanding or prior to enlightenment, you definitely will not have meditative power. If you are completely enlightened, it doesn't matter what you say, it doesn't matter what other people say, whatever, that's fine. If it exists, it exists. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Say what you want. There is no difference. It is all equal. I'm also glad to be talked about. That Grandmaster is the focus of the talks of all people. If you're not important, nobody will talk about you. Because you're important, that's why you're talked about. If you're just an ordinary person, who would care to talk about you? And it is simple. It is not important, but you think it is important. But in Grandmaster's eyes, nothing is important. Because it is unimportant, then you live your life very in a carefree way. undisturbed. A told to be, he didn't talk. And what happened? Did she hurt her throat? No. Her husband's ears were deaf. So when you lose your hearing, there's also benefit. You don't hear anything. You don't know what people talk about. There's also benefit when you cannot see anymore. In order to cultivate spiritually, you need three things. That you cannot talk, you cannot hear, and you cannot see. Then you would succeed in your spiritual cultivation. But if you can see, then it would leave an imprint in your heart and would disturb it. And what you hear would also disturb your mind. And once you see and hear, then you start to talk. Then you create the karma of the speech. Then that would be difficult to cultivate spiritually. So our hearts have meditative power. So they kill the 6 robbers, which are the eyes, ear, nose, tongue, body, and consciousness. That's the attainment of the arhats. So they kill the 6 thieves. The eyes are blind, the ears don't hear anymore, the speech cannot talk, the tongue doesn't feel and doesn't taste, the body doesn't feel, and the thoughts are pure. Then you would be able to attain arhatship. That's how you train to be an arhat. So you first kill the 6 thieves, which is the eyes, ears, nose, tongue, body, and mind. Then you would attain an arhatship. This is meditative power. Once you have this meditative stability, then your mind is pure. We often say that the hearings are pure, the eyes are pure when they don't see. So when you don't hear with your ears, then your ears, the root of the ears, or the hearing sense is pure. The same with the mouth. If you don't speak, then the mouth is pure. When the body doesn't touch, then the body is pure. And your mind, and when you don't think, then your mind is pure. So from meditative stability, you can generate purity. After the surgery, the patient woke up from the anesthesia, and the appendix and also the adrenal glands were taken out. But the doctor said, because I received applaud so much after performing the operation on the appendix, so I did another operation. But of course, it's not like that in a real case. How do you have pure mind? It's after you gain enlightenment, then naturally you would have pure mind. You would be unaffected. disciples come and go, they're all pure. How many people have taken refuge? Or how many people left to Buddha school? It's fine, because it's all pure. You are unaffected. And people talk about you in the east, people talk about you in the west, people talk about you in the south, people talk about you in the north. You're still unaffected. And you're completely carefree and at ease. That is purity. Someone recommended a friend not to work on the ships. And how did your dad die? It's through the accident and in water. And how about your grandfather? Also at sea. And the storm turned over the ship and killed my granddad. And why do you still want to work at the ships? And how about you? Where did your dad die? In bed. And how about your grandfather? Also in bed. And then, why do you still sleep on the bed every night? It's a simple concept. If you have seen through it, then you're pure. Then your mind is unaffected. Of course, life and death is a matter of importance. When your family member passes away, that's a major issue. But a human being would sooner or later leave the world. So human beings are like making phone calls, whether you hang up first or I hang up first. Grandmaster is over 70s. People say that I am a 70-year-old man, but I don't feel it. Maybe. I am an 80-year-old man. I don't know. I don't dare to say if I would live to be 80 because I sleep on bed every day. I don't know when I would leave because impermanence can be here anytime. But if you see it through, then it's okay. Life is the same as death. Death is the same as life. When you're born, you would die. But when you die, then you will be born again. So there's nothing to be scared of. You shouldn't be scared of death. But if you have less suffering prior to death, then that would be called a good death. A very good death. In Buddhism, we talk about the good death, that you don't suffer and you leave after a few days, or maybe in a split of a moment, split of a second. That's worth congratulation. It's no big deal. In the eyes of the enlightened ones, life and death are no big deal. I cannot curse my family members, but no matter what, I would live my life. So when you have such a mindset, then everything is okay. A patient told the doctor, I lost hearing and it's getting worse and worse, and I can't even hear my own coughing. So the doctor wrote a prescription 3 times a day, and when you finish the medicine, then you will be able to hear your own coughing. And the patient asked, so will I recover my hearing? No. I'll just make you cough louder. So it's going the other way around. Sometimes there's no use to worry about your health or body. So just befriend your sicknesses. So when you age, you would definitely have some illnesses. Then befriend your illnesses. And every day you're together with your illnesses. And there's no need to be sad no matter what, because everybody is the same. My mom told me before, I said, Mom, how come your memory is getting worse? My mom often said, you'll know when you are my age. And I said, Mom, how come you walk slower nowadays? And my mom always says, well, when you're my age, you would know. And sure enough, then you would know about it once you reach that age. In the future, you understand about Buddhism, about the sufferings of birth, growing, aging, being sick, and death. That's normal. That's normal. So if you're sick, just endure it. Everything will pass soon. The same with Grandmaster. All the doctors can cure your illnesses. And Grandmaster too has some power to alleviate your sicknesses, and also doctors. But nothing is cured forever. Someone asks, do you catch cold? Yes. Will you get well? Yes. And afterwards, will you catch cold again? Yes. And the doctor said, yeah, then that's right. Because as doctors, we have to earn our livings from your cold, from your illnesses. So if I cure you once and for all, then where do I earn my money? So if Grandmaster tap on your back and you're cured once and for all, then I would have bad business. So it has to kind of go round. Like someone comes for spiritual consultation. If I ask for this issue, then would everything else would be fine? Well, I said, of course you would be fine, but then you would suffer from it again. But if you see through the human life, then you would be pure. And if you don't, then you will never have meditative stability. So he has the mind of meditative stability, pure mind, and untainted mind. Human beings were originally Buddhas. Let me tell you, the White Lotus King that will be transmitted in Hong Kong, he wrote a book called The Untainted Clear Light Discourse. And this is a book about enlightenment. Actually, there is no contaminants and there is no taints. You maybe find it strange. You know, you say someone is dirty. He's actually clean, but he looks very dirty. Or you say that someone's heart is dirty. His mind is dirty. You can't tell from the surface, but actually his mind is dirty. So it doesn't matter whether it's the outside or the inside, they're actually not dirty, and that would be called untainted. Why is it? Mull it over, ponder it. If you can think it through, then that would be called enlightenment. Why is the world untainted, and why is the world bright and clear? Someone came from spiritual cultivation, and he has a really bad breath. And I could smell it from a distance. As soon as he walked into the door, I have to hold my breath and give consultation like this. And some people took off their shoes, coming to my house, wearing socks. Oh, geez, the room was filled with that smell. And I sprayed perfume after he left. But frankly speaking, it is untainted, uncontaminated. Even the bad breath or the foul smell from the feet, they're not smelly. Some people have a strong body odor. Oh, a woman had such a strong body odor. Oh, we couldn't stand it. But in reality, the enlightened ones would know that there is no bad breath, no foul smell from the athlete's feet, and there's no bad body odor. They all non-existent. Why? Think about it. The husband is arguing with the wife, and the husband was really mad and left home, and the wife asked, "When are you coming back?" And he said, "I would be," the literal meaning of Chinese, "I'll be your grandkid if I come back." And after he left, he came back. And he said, "Grandma, I'm back." So the husband was really earnest. He remembered what he had said, that if he comes back, he's the grandson. So when he came back, he called his wife Grandma. So this husband was quite good. We have to follow the process. The teacher asked the students, how many legs does an ostrich have? And the kid told the mom, I said 3. And the other students said 4. And my answer was closest to the correct answer. So the teacher encouraged him. How many legs does an ostrich have? How many? 2. And he said 3. That was closest to 2, because the rest said 4. I thought there were 4 legs. It turned out to be 3. Not 3, 2. But let me tell you, it doesn't matter how many legs. An enlightened answer. The teacher asks you, how many legs does an ostrich have? There's no need to answer him. Don't answer. Why? The discourse of the untainted clear light. You need to generate your eye, the eye of wisdom, and your consciousness and the pure mind, the untainted mind. When you reach the realm of untaintedness, then your clear light radiance would be generated. So is it the body that is untainted, or it's your mental mind that's untainted? Actually, none of those. I often say this statement. When you go to the moon, are there people there? It's been proven there are no human beings in the moon, on the moon. So on the moon, what is vegetarian? What is eating meat? What is pure? What is contaminated? What is man? What is woman? What is good? What is bad? What is Mara and what is Buddha? So let me ask all of you, on the moon, is there the so-called good and bad? Is there Buddha Dharma or Mara Dharma? Is there vegetarian or meat eating? Is there true and false? No. That is untinted. If I continue to talk about it, all of you would be enlightened. And the untroubled mind or unafflicted mind. Oh, it's time? I have talked for 56 minutes. It's okay. I'm not concerned about the time. Time was defined and set by human beings. Originally, there were no time, the so-called time. 70 years is also defined by human beings. the time was specified by human beings. So age is also specified by human beings. So let me tell you that the age is not the issue. Zheng Tingxun, did you hear that? The issue is not the age. How old are you? 70. I win over you. So age is not the issue, and time is not the issue. Let's continue. Let's continue to talk. There are two people getting drunk and caught by the policeman. And someone asked the cop, how do you know that they're drunk? The cop said, one of them was throwing the bills, the dollar bills. And how about the other person? And the cop said, he picked those bills and then returned it to the other person. So that's why both of them were drunk. So the cop was incredible. He was very observant that only drunk people would do such things. Normal people will not do such things. And we are all normal people, but at the same time we are also drunk. Why did I say that we are all drunk? Because we are all abnormal. The so-called normal person is abnormal. And because we are abnormal, we are normal. So can you understand? It is like the statement in the Diamond Sutra. The so-called sentient beings are not sentient beings. Because they are not sentient beings, they are sentient beings. These are words of enlightenment. The wife told the husband, when you age, you talk more. Like a master, as he ages, he talks more on the Dharma throne. And the husband replied, then you were never young then. There's something implied here. That you were never young, which means the wife talks so much. Other than dancing in the line dance, they just exercise their mouth. Of course, when you dance in the line dance, you don't talk. But they dance for 10 minutes and then they talk for 50 minutes. Sumu told me. I said, oh, you practice the line dance for 1 hour? And she said, no, we just dance for 10 minutes. And how about the 50 minutes? We exercise our mouth. So when we get older, we talk more, the same with Grandmaster. So let me tell you all that the untroubled mind, or unafflicted mind, is very important. Today, if you have issues with interpersonal relationships, if you don't like someone, the one that's afflicted is yourself, not that person. If today you don't like this group, it's not the group that would be troubled, but you would be troubled. If today you leave a group, the group, it doesn't matter to the group. But the issue, you still bring the problem with you, the issue with you. So troubles, afflictions were originally not there, but you create problems for yourself. Don't be troubled because of their looks or what they say. Don't be troubled because of somebody's actions. And don't be troubled because of a lot of factors. Please don't. Once you understand what human life is about, then you would not have a troubled mind anymore. And this is called the untroubled mind. That's all for today. Om
非常感谢根本传承上师宝贵的法语开示，请唱诵组准备。雷藏师有以下法务活动向大家报告：明天11月8日
We are very grateful to His Holiness Precious Dharma teacher, and tomorrow, November 8th, Sunday at 3 p.m. at the Rainbow Temple in North Bend, Washington, His Holiness will be presiding over Golden Mother Homa ceremony and confer Golden Mother's corresponding empowerments. And the next Saturday, on November 14th, it would be 21st in Taiwan Lechang Temple. His Holiness will preside over Golden Mother Homa ceremony in Taiwan at the Taiwan Lechang Temple. And for details, please check tbsn.org.
Amen. 陀佛，阿弥陀佛。
请新皈依者到坛城前长跪，恭请圣尊为
We
新皈
are
依者做
inviting
皈
any of
依
you
灌
who would
顶。
like to take refuge to please come forward to the center of the temple hall and personally receive refuge initiation from His Holiness. If you're not present in person and would like to take refuge, you may send a letter to True Foundation.
圣尊加持大悲咒水及为佛像开光。
Inviting His Holiness to consecrate Buddha images and to bless the great compassion of Holy
地吽，吽咕噜连声悉地吽，吽咕噜连声悉地吽，咕噜连声悉地吽。
请大家起立做大礼拜。礼拜根本传承上师及诸佛唵啊吽，不能够跪的可以站着观想顶礼。二拜诸菩萨唵啊吽。三拜诸护法金刚唵啊吽。四平等一起手。同修会圆满吉祥结束了，感谢根本传承上师的大加持，谢谢师母、诸位上师、教授师、法师、讲师、助教贵宾、同门善信大德的护持，谢谢大家，阿弥陀佛。We now conclude this live broadcast. Thank you for viewing. 由于现在外面下雨，所以呢，请大家要合作，我们